EMSolutions, I feel, allows the dealership to take some of the equipment management burden from the customer and allows them to focus on their daily task or business, which may be moving material, getting coal out of the ground, grading a site, and allows the dealership to use our expertise in helping manage the equipment to maintain the lowest owning operating cost.
When a customer partners with Thompson Tractor in an EMSolutions agreement, we assign a specific individual to watch over that fleet of equipment. In essence, that fleet of equipment becomes theirs. They look at that equipment as if they are the customer. And where they're looking at all the indicators that come off that piece of equipment to look at fault codes which are generated, look at idle time, look at run time, look at fuel burn, look at utilization. And they take all that data and relay that to the local service department and says, these are the items which need to be taken care of to help that customer with their uptime. They're assigned specifically to that customer, to that account. They treat it as if it's their machine, and they're the ones that are paying the bills.
With a product like VisionLink, we can track hours, we can track location, you can track diagnostic faults, you can track operator-driven events, even oil sampling. It's all housed into one. So we can track the overall health of a tractor. In regards to a fleet, we can take all the knowledge we have, watch all the oil samples. We can take any kind of operator-driven events, diagnostic codes, anything, and to help them track the health of their equipment. Take that out of their hands. They can just worry about, hey, we got to push garbage. We need to, hey, we're mining coal, whatever. And we can take all the background and all the diagnostic stuff and help them track their fleet to give them the most amount of health and the most amount of uptime as possible.
Well, primarily we're doing for our customer what your doctor is doing for you when he sends you out for lab tests. We're taking the customer's fluids from different compartments of his machine, we're analyzing those fluids, and we're looking at the wear trends of those fluids. We're looking for contamination, we're looking for excessive wear, and we're looking for other things that can affect the machine, such as overfueling or abuse, or sometimes neglect. Well, I'd really like our customers to see that oil doesn't just come into our laboratory and get dropped into one instrument and it's spit out the other end as an automated process. We're actually running these fluids through several instruments. The fluids are handled at least 9 times as they pass through the lab. We're going to run it through an infrared process looking at soot, sulfation, and oxidation. We're going to run it through a wear metals process where we're going to look at everything from A to Z, 17 different elements. We're looking at contaminants that have entered the system, and then at the end of the day, our interpreters read those results and use those results to communicate back to the customer the status of his machine.
Regardless of whether you're operating 1D3 or 20D11s, Equipment Management Solutions has something of value that we as a dealership can offer to you, the customer. EMSolutions offers more tools for the dealership and customer to identify issues when they're small before they rise into major issues and in turn rise into a major failure. One thing that we've always worked very closely with our customers on is the repair before failure mindset. That in turn gives them a lower owning and operating cost if they choose and decide to repair a component before failure.
Using EMSolutions at Thompson Tractor, we are focused on providing the tools and the resources the customer needs to operate their fleet of equipment the most efficiently and the most profitably from day one.
Our customer has purchased a premium product. And with that premium product, he understands what the cost is going to be over the next 4, maybe 5 years, or from cradle to grave. He understands his maintenance cost, his expense of the machine, all the way down to the cost of fuel in operation over the next 4 to 5 years. To make sure that we reach that goal, we want to sample the different compartments of the machine and we want to identify problems before they become expensive problems.
If I were a customer, I would absolutely utilize EMSolutions. Reason being, it would allow me to focus on what I am good at, or my core business, and allows Thompson or the dealership to focus on their core business or what they're good at.
I've seen the savings that we can give a customer. It sounds crazy for somebody like Thompson to go to a customer and say, hey, Mr. Customer, I want to sell you less parts and service and go in there and do that, but that's exactly what we're doing. We're going in and reducing the operating costs for our customers. Not only do we want to help the customer make more money in what they do, we want them to spend less money on maintenance and service and parts. In the short term, it sounds nuts to tell them we want to sell less parts and service, but in the long run, that's where we want them to come back to Thompson again and again.
As a dealership, we have always prided ourselves on the level of service that we can offer our customers. Through EMSolutions, it will do nothing but enhance the level of support and the level of partnership that we can offer to our customers to make sure they're successful.
Let the dealership do what we know best, which is maintain and repair tractors. Let the customer do what they do best. Dig rock, move trash, mine coal, whatever. Let them do their job. Let them focus on what they do, and let us focus on what we do, which is maintain and repair tractors. We have all the training, we have the knowledge, and we have the staff that's dedicated to do this solely for a customer. It provides so much value, it's really hard to even put a dollar figure on, what was it worth or how much would it save. You really can't do that. It's such a valuable tool for the customer to let us take care of everything for them.